Welcome back to the channel. We are here June 13th, and this is going to be the breakdown for Sunday two-game slate we got going on in the playoffs, NBA playoffs. We got the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks, and then we have the Phoenix Suns and the Denver Nuggets in a big pivotal game for it. Could be swept. It's going to be crazy. We will see. But looking at last night's picks and props, I told you, obviously, two obvious people that you wanted at the captain spot. You can go back and check the video. I said obvious picks was Kawhi and Donovan Mitchell. I said we knew about the stars. We knew about Kawhi. We knew about Mitchell and George. We wanted all those three guys in your lineups. The key was finding the other cheaper guys to pair with them. I did speak about Reggie Jackson being the captain spot. He did score well, but none of the top 10 lineups had him in there. I did speak about Nicholas Batum. As you see, he's in the util spot. And also, I just checked lineups that cashed did have Batum in the captain spot as well. Just a couple points off. But the winners had Kawhi, and then you had to fill in the rest. Obviously, I spoke about 1K guy. I spoke about DeMarcus Cousins. The guy that came through was Patrick Beverly, who was another 1K guy. So if you're doing that high price captain, you got to find the 1K guy. You just got to hit on the right one. I thought it was going to be Cousins. He wasn't in the rotation. It happened to be Patrick Beverly, who was out of the rotation. Now he's been back in the rotation. So hit or miss, but I gave you the right blueprint. If you listen to my advice, you should have cashed. And also, on the props, we were 3-0. 3-0 on the props. Like, come on. Like, I told you we're going to take the over on Kawhi Leonard in points. I told you to take the under in Donovan Mitchell points at 31.5. He had 30, got injured, left the game. That's a cashing ticket. Thank you very much. And then I told you to take the Clippers -4.5 at the time. Once the game closed out, it was at a -5. And that cash, they won by like 26 points. Like, come on. Come on. Let's stop hating over here. Let's stop hating. I'm giving you fire picks, man. And I'll put the screenshots up on Instagram. I'll do it right after this video. I have two for you. I did the Donovan Mitchell and I did, obviously, the Kawhi Leonard, but I paired it. I said he would score over 27.5 points and the win, and that cashed beautifully. Let's hop into Sunday slate. We got the two-game slate going down, so we keeping it 7K and below. Obviously, starting at the point guard position with Monte Morris. Now, must-win situation. Denver Nuggets need their sixth man. This is their sixth man between him and Will Barton. I'll speak about him very soon. But it's clearly Jokic needs help. Jokic needs help. If they're going to win the game and extend the series, Jokic needs help. Jokic just cannot score everything and think you're going to be able to beat the Phoenix Suns. He needs to cast in characters, and that starts with Monte Morris, not Facundo Campazzo. Obviously, clearly, Michael Porter Jr. is not showing up, even though he's at a nice cheap price. And the rest of the lineup is like, eh. So everyone's not showing up. The only person that has the ability to score and was struggling now that he's back home, he's hitting the shots, is going to be Monte Morris. 30 minutes. He's bumped up in minutes, and Facundo Campazzo has come down because they need a score. He came through with 21 points, 5 assists, and 1 block in game 3 in a very nice performance. I like Monte Morris at 5,300. If they're going to keep it close and fight for another day, Monte Morris is going to have to step up. Next is going to be Will Barton, who I just spoke about at 5K. They lowered his price from 5,500 to 5K, so I want to take full advantage of that. Obviously, he came back from his injury, got 16 minutes the first game, then 28. I told you he's going to get a bump in minutes. He got a bump in minutes because this is a must-win situation. This is do or die, or he's going home. So you might as well go out because if you lose, you're going to rehab anyway. So 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Will Barton came through. Will the Thrill. I think he's going to be a solid lock piece in your lineups to have at a nice cheap price at 5K. He hasn't been this cheap in so long. And reap the rewards, man. He's going to take a ton of shots. They need the points. They need the help because all the focus is going to be on Jokic. So I love Will Barton. I love Monte Morris. Definitely have the cheap pieces so you can pay up at other spots. Next is going to be small forward Joe Harris, coming off one of the worst games of his career. That's not usually like him. I expect him to bounce back, and he is at a little bit lower price. He was 6K in game two, then went down to 5.7. Now he's 5.5. I expect him to totally bounce back from under 10% field goal percentage. That's the only way freaking Milwaukee had a chance of winning, is if the cast and characters of the Brooklyn Nets started missing. And one big one, who's one of the elite 3-point shooters in the league, is Joe Harris. Him shooting 1 for 7 is very, very rare. Very, very, very rare. And him fouling out is very, very rare. So I expect him wholeheartedly to turn that around, come back, see a boost in minutes, obviously, around that 34, 35 range, because he is one of the key 3-point shooters, and nice spacing help alongside of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. And I like Joe Harris to bounce back at 5,500. Next is going to be power forward Blake Griffin at 51. Obviously, an outstanding game one. Game two, just a little bit down, and game three, just around the same. I think he can have another of those big performances. They keep raising his price because they see how many minutes he's getting and how active he's been on the court. We're talking about points, we're talking about rebounds, blocks, and even assists. So he's being fully acclimated into this role because we're running the small lineup. The only breather that he gets is when Nicholas Claxton comes in. Other than that, Blake Griffin is out there. So the potential is there. The upside is there. We've seen it. He can do a 46 bomb. It just takes him and his effort. It just takes him and his effort. Maybe some more open shots. I like what I've seen. And he got 13 shots in that first game. If the offense explodes like it should, you should see a bump in points, and you should see a bump in rebounds, because it's going to be running at a quicker pace, more opportunities to get rebounds, run the court, and get some easy buckets. So I like Blake Griffin. So even if it was a slower type pace game, you saw the potential in the rebounds and the blocks right there. So 3 blocks, more tighter defensive game. He was in there on some key situations. The Brooklyn Nets almost won that game, but it was down to Bruce Brown taking the last shot, which was some BS. Let me say that correctly. Was some BS, but that's okay. 5,100, Blake Griffin. I like that price. Next is going to be DeAndre Ayton. And I spoke about this before the series even started, that he is a double-double machine going up against the Denver Nuggets. He is one of the best defenders going up against Nikola Jokic as well, and the stats prove it. So his obviously his size and athleticism and youth are huge components for him defending Jokic. And on the other side, he's crashing the boards and he's putting up points. If it's not a blowout, then he can get to 20. But double-doubles are pretty much guarantees for him. Double-double. DeAndre Ayton double-double? Yes. DeAndre Ayton double-double? Yes. Just keep cashing that ticket. Keep cashing that ticket. You could have cashed it 3 times in a row, and I don't want to hear any complaints. Plus, they keep dropping this price, so he's now 6,500 when he used to be 77. He used to be 8K. This is a discount. Take advantage of the discount. It's only a 2-game slate. And then last but not least, we're going to go with point guard Chris Paul, the heart and soul of the Phoenix Suns, and at a 7.4 price. Okay, $7,400 price. You're getting someone that literally had 3 50 bombs in a row. 49, 50, and 52. Instead of paying up at 9K, 10K to get Kyrie and KD and Giannis that are barely getting 50s, you can save $2,000 and get you Chris Paul that's going to get you a 50. You see the points, you see the assists, the rebounds that are there, even steals in the last game, 3 steals. This man is on a mission to get this team to the Western Conference Finals at least, and then we'll see what happens. But they're probably going to the finals. I see a Nets Suns finals if you don't know now. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. It's the Nets, definitely. The question is, it's between, I think the Clippers can make a comeback. So it's between the Clippers and Suns. But I digress. I don't want to get on that and get off topic. Let's go over to FanDuel and check the prices there, the discounts. Obviously, you see Monte Morris at 5,800 compared to 53, so $500 difference. That is fine. I'm okay with that. There's no other pivots because we're just, it's only 2-game slates. Not many other guys you can go who's going to be able to put up those type of points. Monte Morris can do that in a very short amount of time. Chris Paul is at 8,500. and he is 7,400. So FanDuel already knows. So he's bumped up $1,100. I understand the discrepancy. You get more salary on FanDuel, but the upside is there. So I'm willing to take that sacrifice of $1,100 on different sites, and that's fine. Will Barton is 51 compared to 5K, so that's not much of a difference. 100. He's still a lock on either site. Joe Harris is at 45 compared to 55. So that's some value right there. That's some big, big value on Joe Harris. I like 5,200 for Blake Griffin compared to 51 on DraftKings. I'm not complaining about that either. And then DeAndre Ayton is 7K compared to 6,500. So a bump in 5K and $500, but it's a difference with FanDuel because center positions are very, very key. You only get one opportunity. Obviously, I want to play Nikola Jokic. If you do not have enough salary, then I will go to DeAndre Ayton. But Jokic is going to be the key for that one, all right? Last but not least, we're going to go to the props. We've been killing the props. If you paid attention, if you just scroll, if you fast forwarded, don't do that. Just run my video. I need the runtime. But if you looked at the last 3 minutes and when I do the props, they've been money. So we're going to keep with the progress. We're going to go with, obviously, the Brooklyn Nets money line at -130. You're getting them at a nice price. I think they can get the game 4 win. Obviously, I spoke about Monte Morris. I like him in points. So I want to take Monte Morris to score 15 points and plus at +225. So that is a great plus odds right there. +225 for him to score 15 points plus. He scored 20 in the last game, so they need him to score. I wanted Will Barton. They don't have it here. That might be a little sneaky thing right there. They're not putting up Will Barton, but they got Monte Morris because I think both of them can do it. So if you can find on another site, you see the props for Will Barton, I'm taking the over on the points. And then next is going to be DeAndre Ayton at 10 rebounds plus. Obviously, I like him with his double-doubles. I think he's going to get 10 rebounds each and every game against this team. So let's not like stray away. -180, we'll take it. It's 3 in a row. Let's go for 4. That's a nice trend. And then last but not least, let's see if I can get it. Oh, last but not least was Chris Paul to record 10 plus assists. So we're just looking at his last couple games. I think he fell off last game. He had 8. Okay, he had 8 in game 3. That's fine. Then he had 15 and 11. So the tendency is for him to get over 10 assists, and I think he's definitely going to do that in game 4, which could be the final game of the series. So we will see. Let me know how you guys feel about the core. Let me know how you guys feel about the props. I think I've been doing a very good job steering you in the right direction. It's up to you to, make that final decision. I know, people like to overthink things. That's okay. I do the same thing. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to help you guys. We're trying to help each other. That's why I'm here doing this. And obviously in the comment section is where we can communicate and further our, research. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. And that's where you'll see the post that I'll do. I'll do another one about my props from yesterday. And I appreciate you guys. And I'll be back tomorrow in another video. Peace out.